Making his way to the stage, Espen Mathiesen, 24 years old, from Team Kimura Nova Union, Norway. A teammate of Tommy Langeker, who we're going to see up in one of our main card fights later against Gilbert Dorino Burns. This guy took third at Worlds as a black belt last year. He won Europeans and Pans the year before as a brown belt. Started BJJ at 16 years old.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing his opponent to the mat, also a Jiu-Jitsu black belt at 77.8 kilograms, representing CF24 Jiu-Jitsu from Wales, presenting Bryn Jenkins.
And unsurprisingly, a large area of support here for the black belt from CF24. The academy not far away down the road in Cardiff. Bryn Jenkins been a full-time jiu-jitsu athlete since 2013. The multiple-time British champion. Nicked the fastest sub at Copa Podio in 24 seconds not that long ago. Was athlete of the night when we saw him once before here at Polaris with a rear naked choke of Harry McKnight. That was December of last year when we were in Wales. But I've got to say, guys, it is a tough contest in front of him tonight. If you haven't heard of Espen Mathiesen, you better be ready for this one. Blue gi for Espen Mathiesen, white gi for Bryn Jenkins. Our referee, Ollie Geddes, is going to get us underway here for the final time on this preliminary card. Josh Palmer, Dan Strauss and Tom Barlow bringing you all the action from Polaris 12 at the ICC in Newport, Wales. And some early grip fighting here, looking for that single guard pull attempt in the end.
Espen has a fantastic guard, uses a lot to invert towards the back, a position that's called the matrix. You'll often see them use, him and Tommy.
Do they call it entering the matrix?
They do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of inversions, a lot of Berimbolo entries. These guys really put the work into some of the trickier entanglements you can use with the kimono.
Yeah, this is definitely a step up in competition for Bryn and a real test for him.
I know Bryn's been putting a lot of effort into his wrestling of late, but of course that's somewhat nullified when the gi comes in, and he's got a defended triangle entry here.
Nicely done.
Very close attempt there from Espen.
Reacted very nicely, quickly to that.
Really staying heavy on that right sleeve was Mathiesen. Looking to switch over to the other leg now.
Yeah, Espen's got the belt grip, potentially using this to invert now. You can see that Bryn's using the hook on the ankle to prevent it, but this is going to set up that matrix position we were just talking about.
Well, he's going to go toe hold here, and he's trying to connect the hands together. And he's got the, he's forcing Bryn to roll here. He manages to clear. But anxious moments for the Welshman.
Yeah, looking pretty composed, pretty calm about the whole thing, but that was a pretty good submission attempt. With twisting footlooks, though, you pretty much have to rip their entire foot from their body in order to tap people at this level. They just don't do it.
And then we get a shot of the corner of Bryn Jenkins.
Bryn, let's work your game now. Let's win these angles.
And a quick sit to guard from Mathiesen. Should point out that we still apply the same scoring rule set as our no-gi matches, but the rest of the rules are under more recognizable IBJJF framework as regards the leg entanglements, and that's a beautiful kick of the base to easily come up on top for Mathiesen.
Very nice back step to pass and inverting straight to the back. Beautiful.
Oh, and he's into the armbar off the, and he gets the tap. What a
too slick.
What a sequence.
That was too slick.
I mean, guys, we're going to have to see a replay to go through that, I think. It was backstepping out of the leg entanglement to a rolling back take, and then when Bryn escaped, straight into the armbar.
Even like you can add the sweep into that as well.
Well,
that's transition straight off of the sweep. Please don't just show us the submission, show us the whole sequence, please.
Well, the guys in the replay track have got their work cut out
Rewind.
for them. And understandably, we might have to wait a few seconds for that one to get queued up. But there's a big screen here for the athletes to check out their handiwork, so Espen Mathiesen's going to get a chance to look on here. He's not smiling. He should probably be happier about
cheer up, mate.
a win like that.
Yeah.
But let's take a look at some of these replays, because this was a slick sequence. Talk us through it, guys.
That's a beautiful back roll, straight setting that hook into the back. Bryn started his escape. Espen transitioned to a triangle, then back to the armbar.
That's the thing. Bryn doing exactly what he needed to do to not have his back taken, but in doing so, gives up the arm.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a beautiful little roll there, and immediately transitioning to the armbar.
Yeah.
Great work from Espen there. Hopefully we'll see him back again.
This contest came to a halt at 2 minutes and 43 seconds. Declaring your winner by submission by ARMBAR, Espen Mathiesen.
I'm here with our winner, Espen Mathiesen. Espen, talk us through that, because that's an early contender for sequence of the entire night. It was a phenomenal finish there. Talk us through it.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I just felt when I did the back step from X-guard, I had the opportunity to go for his back. He did a very good defense by putting his back to the ground, so then I had to switch it up for an armbar.
Did you work on anything particular coming into this one, or was it just business as usual with your kind of competition schedule and training?
Man, business as usual. We train hard all year round, so just did what I always do, train hard, and that's what I did.
It was a fantastic submission. I'll let you go celebrate in a moment, but obviously you've got a teammate in Tommy Langeker coming up on the main card later, taking on Gilbert Burns. Give us your thoughts on that one.
They're going to have a tough fight, man. Tommy's a monster. He's really, really good, so I'm looking forward to see that match.
I'll tell you what, the guys in the truck are telling me we've got the submission for you to see one more time. If you just want to talk us through the finish here, because it was a beautiful back take to armbar.
Yeah, I did the back step. I saw the opportunity to jump for his back. I tried to get the back, but look, he turned fast, so I had to switch it up for an armbar, and I secured the win.
It's a fantastic sequence. I really hope we can see you back on Polaris again, but I'll let you go celebrate. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Espen Mathiesen. So that about concludes our preliminary segment here at Polaris 12. We've got a little bit of time to kill now, about an hour. Go away, have a cup of coffee, get ready for the main card coming up at 8 p.m. British time, 3 p.m. on the East Coast. Let's take a look at some of these cracking fights you can expect live and exclusive on UFC Fight Pass. So we've got PJ Barch taking on Marcin Held in the welterweight division. Following that, Devontae Bones Johnson makes his Polaris debut against Arya S. Fanraz. Multiple-time world champion Michelle Nicolini is taking on Vanessa English in a no-gi match. We've got that gi match you may have heard Espen mention a moment ago. Tommy Langeker taking on UFC welterweight Gilbert Durinho Burns. Richard Alicon is going to rematch Ash Williams for our bantamweight world title. And of course, in that main event, it is the former UFC middleweight champion Luke Rockhold is jumping back into the grappling world against ADCC silver medalist Nick Rodriguez. All that and more coming to you live from the ICC Wales in Newport in just about an hour's time. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you shortly.